Good morning, y'all. My name is JaQuera, but you guys can call me Jay. And if you're new here, you're family now. So bring it on in. Bring it on in, okay? Y'all, I'm going on a solo adventure today. So my handy dandy backpack is all packed up. And I'm a little nervous. Even though I came all this way by myself. Yeah, I don't know why I'm nervous, actually. We are going up to, I actually don't know how to say that. Piahia. Piahia. I'm gonna have to ask my friend how to say it, but I'm gonna put it down right here. It is currently like 9:30 at the moment, so I need to get going. I wanna grab some snacks and grab some breakfast for today before I get on the bus. It is a bus ride because it's only 3.5 hours away. So we're gonna go ahead and head up there, and I will catch up with you guys when I get there. Y'all don't mind my hair is in my backpack, but I made it to Haka Lodge Backpackers. It's a hostel. I haven't stayed in a hostel since I got here. I stayed in a hostel for 3 days, but it wasn't like a traditional hostel. It was like a pod style hostel. So yeah, I had plenty of room. So this is a true hostel, I believe. I got lost and someone helped me down this little alleyway. So I made it. We're gonna go up and see what it looks like. All right, I made it to this place called Jimmy Jack's. Sorry if you guys can't hear me. The first thing I got is a crab dip. So this is what it looks like. Taste. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. All right, so for my second meal, I got a salmon fettuccine. I haven't had salmon in like 6 or 7 months, honestly. So when I saw it on the menu, even though I'm at a rib shack, I ended up with seafood. But we're gonna try this out and see how it is. I have a little bit of crab dip left, so I might just mix it in. It's a pesto fettuccine too, which I've never had either. All right, so I just finished eating. I have a lot of leftovers, so that's good. I'm about to walk down this place called Selwyn Mall. So it has a lot of little shops, and it's just another little hideout area where it's a bunch of restaurants and stuff that's not on the main strip. So we're gonna walk through there. I'm gonna go book my lunch up. And today is just like a sightseeing day because I have so much to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to catch my ride at 7 a.m., which will take me to our first destination. You guys will know more about that tomorrow, but we're just gonna sightsee around Piahia. All right, so I'm in the Bay of Islands. You can see it's a bunch of little different islands and things. So this is just like almost northern New Zealand. We are currently right here. This is kind of like the middleman if you want to go to the Hole in a Rock or Cape Wrangell, which is I believe another 3-4 hours from here, honestly. So it's like the middleman. A lot of people come here to do those activities, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I just gave y'all a hint what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm so excited. My little solo adventure. And I gotta take the stairs because I gotta keep off this weight, all this good food they be having. They have this huge window. So they also have this one, and it says where to next, and this lets us know where we're going next. They have all these fun places. One day I hope to get all the way down here to Queenstown and to the Milford Sound. That's my main bucket list item. Currently I live up here in Auckland, and today I traveled from Auckland all the way up to the Bay Islands. Tomorrow I'm going all the way up to Cape Reinga, so that should be so exciting. I like that you can see it so well on this map. In my other trips, I went down from Auckland all the way to Taupo, and then to Rotorua, and then back up. And I have another trip that's coming in a week or two, and it's gonna be to Wellington, the capital. So I'll be flying from Auckland all the way down, because that's like an 11-hour bus ride. Can't do that.
Good morning, guys. I know the last clip you saw, I was probably eating something or doing something in Piahia, New Zealand. Y'all, it's been a month since then. It's been a month since then, and I traveled a lot. I went on 2 bus rides, 7 plane rides, and I'm just now getting in the mode of editing again, and realized I did not do my outro for this video or telling you guys about my hostel experience. I have no idea where it's at, so we're just gonna do it like this. Got a new hairstyle, I look different. Y'all do not mind me. But my hostel experience with Haka Lodge Backpackers, overall, it was okay. Like, the amenities were really good. The beach view from the hostel was really good. It had adequate amount of space if you wanted to cook and stuff like that. But where I drew the line was when I got bit by a bed bug. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I'm actually allergic to bug bites, so I can tell when I get bite right away. And I'm like, no, something's biting me. And it wasn't until the 3rd bite I woke up. So I went to the desk, and they had a urgent call. Like, you can call this urgent number. And I called the number, and they did not answer. And I'm like, if somebody was really having an emergency and like dying or something, and y'all not answering, like, what the heck? So I called again. I waited a few minutes, and I called again, and they still did not answer. So at this point, I'm livid because I have this bunk bed space, which on the top bunk, I ended up with a top bunk, and it was like not, like if I sat up, I probably could hit my head. And I'm only 5'3". So it was like, all right, now I'm already on the top bunk. I'm already hitting my head low key, and now I got bit by a bed bug. And I did not like that. And now y'all not answering the phone. Had me livid, okay? So I wrote them a little note. I found a pen back where they had it. They had little sticky notes, and I wrote them like two little sticky notes, and I stuck it in there so that they could see it in the morning. Now by this time, it was like 2 a.m. and I'm like, I have to get up at 6 a.m. for a 7 a.m. tour. That's 12 hours. I'm not going to be back. Like, I'm not going to be able to talk to them. I hope they see this note and get back to me. So they ended up calling me like around 10 something. I was already on my tour, and I went, and it was like, okay, we're gonna, take all the bags out. We're going to exterminate, or I don't know, whatever you do, bomb it. I think they said bomb it. So they bombed it and turned it up to high heat to kill, all the bugs or whatever the case may be. So we did not get back until like 7. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss the people. Again, hopefully like they have a solution, but they waited there for me. He refunded me the day, so that was good. And he let me know about everything that they did for the room. So I went back and I picked a different bunk. Now it turns out whoever was in that bunk had a bunch of bed bugs. So I was like, oh, and she left that day. So I was like, is she the one who brought all the bed bugs? Because I'm confused. So I didn't know, but I ended up sleeping in her bunk and I ended up getting bite again. And I'm like, oh my God, like they said they bombed. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? I'm definitely not gonna sleep in this bed because she had a bunch of bed bugs. Like I know in my bed, which was still free, it was only one bed bug. And the girl who was below me didn't have any bites or any issues. So I'm like, okay, maybe that was a one-off thing. So I went and switched back to the bed I was in the night before. I couldn't sleep because at this point I done got bite again the second night. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep. Even though I'm in this other bed, so I kept looking, kept checking, and I finally fell asleep and there was no other problems. So that is my experience with staying in a hostel. Now, this is not my first hostel experience. I am a little older now, so I used to stay in hostels all the time. Like, just making sure that, my area was clean like I did with this one, but that little one bed bug came out of nowhere. But this is not even my first experience staying in a hostel in New Zealand. Like I said before, I stayed for 3 days when I first got here because I came a little bit before my Airbnb experience. That was completely different. And also the last one wasn't a traditional hostel with the, bunk beds. It was more pod style versus this one was like traditional bunk beds. I don't know if I'll ever stay in a hostel again. We shall see. If I do, it would definitely be the pod style versus traditional bunks. They also had wood bunks, which I don't commonly see. So that might have been, another reason that they can habitat in the wood or whatever the case may be. But when I got home, the day of, I literally took everything out of my bag, make sure that I didn't have nothing. I don't want to carry nothing back home. That is the main thing. I don't want to carry nothing back home. But like I said, I don't know if I'll stay in hostel again. Like I'm not closed off to the idea, but I'm just definitely more cautious in the way I select my hostel. But that is it. That is it. That is my hostel experience. Yeah. But until next time, peace.